What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Kevin Samuels is back at it again, but this time not with a controversial interview or video. Kevin Samuels, who is just as explosive on Instagram than he is on YouTube, even makes posts that go very viral and that are controversial. And Kevin posted this particular post here that we're seeing. Date music! Is it time to expand your dating options? Now, the woman in this particular photo is Caucasian. Most people across the board would consider her conventionally attractive. And the post got, at the time that I'm talking about this, is 3,595 comments. And of course, you're going to be seeing a lot of black women in there that have a problem with what this particular post. And obviously, Kevin Samuels dates strictly African American women or black women that I know of. I talked to him last night, and in our conversation that we talked about, and he doesn't mind me sharing this part, he asked a question on the show: is it over for black women? And Kevin Samuels, despite people always talking shit about him, he says no. And there are times that I feel that it's over for black women or black men, both, but the answer is no. How do we know this? We're gonna prove Kevin Samuels' points, because I'm not focusing on what the women are saying in the comments, because we do that often. But what are the black men saying? Okay, what are the black men saying in the comment thread? All right, I want you to look at what this guy says. Mr. Humble King, date music. Staying with my black sisters, but I see why men do it. Okay? All right? And then you also see other guys here. 45 South says, date music, only a sister for me. Aboriginal thinker, date music, nah, black women all day. Okay? So you see it with Rome the coach. He says, date music, nah, sticking with the sisters. Okay? And you see so many guys in that comment thread who are all saying, I'm sticking with black women. It's all through that comment thread. Okay? Like you see right here, Wild Durkin, date music, if she can't use my comb, no. Another brother, date music, Wild Freebo, nah man, I still want my African American woman. I want my chocolate babies. I will try till I die. Now I want people to understand something. You have on this post, okay, with Kevin Samuels, the AKA black female hater, the black female basher. Okay, when he asks a rhetorical question, is it time for black men to explore their dating options? There are some that are open to it. We do understand that, right? There are a pretty good amount that are open to it. But what do you see? Despite many Kevin Samuels fans agreeing with the fact that some women are delusional, entitled, what are you seeing? I mean, look at African American male marriage statistics. You still see that African American men remain the most race loyal. Okay? Black men are still marrying black women at over 80% a clip. Black men are still desiring black women. Now, this is the thing. You do have black men who date out and will continue to do so. But does that mean that the preference of black women is not there? Because you do have some black men that ain't worried about a black woman no more, and they're dating just white women or whatever. Yes, that happens. I talk about that quite often on this channel. But what about the black men who are in the middle? Right? Just like you have black women who could be or could not be submissive to a man depending on who he is. But what about the women in the middle? See, like politics, and shout out to David Carroll. He says in order for a president to win an election, he has to reach the people who are in the middle. That can go either way. Black America is no different. And what you're seeing from Kevin Samuels shows, because he catches a lot of heat from black men who, those guys are toxic towards women, and they can roast chicks all the time. But what you see is, in that comment thread, so many black men desiring black women, despite the challenges that black men have in dating. How many episodes of Hit the Wall and Still Entitled do I have to go through and show you, this woman has 5 kids by 4 different guys and she wants a guy that's 6'5"? Okay? How many times do we got to talk about, a black woman who says you can't date me if you're not this tall or whatever? But despite that, what do you keep seeing? You keep seeing the desire of black men to be with black women. And the thing is that when you are a black man that loves black women, you don't get a lot of respect. For all due respects to people who dislike Kevin Samuels' platform, there's nobody that I know in black America that brings people together on his platform like him. Nobody does it. Nobody brings black men and black women together like Kevin Samuels does. Nobody. And for respect of his platform, for the black men like Brother Ike Ogayeman, I know I probably said his name wrong. He just got married in Ghana. For black men who have black wives, you don't get a whole lot of respect for that. Denzel Washington has been married for a black woman for 38 years. Celebrated today. Ain't nobody really cares about that. But if black men say, hey, I don't want to be with a black woman no more, then you have big problems. And for the black women out there that watch my channel or watch anybody else's channel, are you not focused on the guys who want to be with you? And this is what I will tell anybody. You will never be anybody's type. There are going to be some black men who want to date white women. There are going to be some black women who don't want to date you because you're short or because you're tall or you're just too black. What about focusing on the people who want to be with you? And this is where the problem lies in black America in general. Because many of us, we are focusing on things, people who don't want us. Even in black business, which is the best opportunity in the world. Oh, they ain't gonna pay you, they ain't gonna do this. What about the folks who do want to pay you? What about the folks who want to be your customers? What about the people who want to support you and support what you do? We fail to realize that. And a lot of black women, they are not focused on the black men that want to date them. There are so many African American men that are saying, I don't want nothing but black women. And I feel as though black women look above those guys, past those guys, for other guys that are not as interested in them, or for guys who are talking shit about them. What about the guys who want to be with you? That are saying, I don't want nobody but a black woman. Some of these guys are educated. They have money. They not, for you wouldn't find them unattractive. Some of them, most likely. Okay. But where's your focus at? And the black women that are getting married and are getting into relationships, they are focusing on the men that want to be with them. It only makes sense. I'm not focusing on people who don't want to date me, people who don't want to talk to me. I'm going to focus on the people that do want to do that. But if black women can start to do that, how important would that be? Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first picture, the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.